city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
There's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On one, ready?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, the big play prior to this one got them down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
First incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here we go. Now a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
We ought to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. 1st down, Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
Here we go, here we go. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dalton. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1, ready?
10-7 our score after 1 right here on the start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 44. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action now, Dalton. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 1, ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So Dalton now. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead running. Here's Samuels. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Dalton bootlegs out. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here's Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here we go with Kamara. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bengals will get the football back.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And some room to maneuver. Tony Jones, 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the foot.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, Hardy. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Samuels, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Dalton. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Samuels. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles Bengals just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they got to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 27, Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What they're going to do now, these guys on defense, they're going to want this game to end. They're winning their multiple touchdowns. They're shutting down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. from the right hash. This from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On second and very short, Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the 49ers have just scored for some more cushion. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. That's complete to Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1, ready? 11.
Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Gun.
Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A final shot now for Burrow. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football day. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. We talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for New Orleans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.